Stay with us, this gets deeper. Did you know Cleopatra wasn't even Egyptian? History is full of surprises, isn't it? We've all heard the stories, the legends passed down through generations. But how much of what we think we know is actually true? Today, we're diving headfirst into the murky waters of historical myths, separating fact from fiction. Let's start with the big one, Cleopatra. We picture her as this exotic Egyptian queen, ruling over the sands of the Sahara. But here's the thing, Cleopatra was Greek. Her family, the Ptolemies, had ruled Egypt for centuries, but they were descendants of one of Alexander the Great's generals. So, while she was queen of Egypt, she wasn't ethnically up. Let's tackle the Vikings. Horned helmets, right? Wrong. There's virtually no archaeological evidence to support the idea that Vikings wore horned helmets but here's what they never wanted you to. Horned helmet image comes from 19th century operas and romanticized depictions of Viking culture. In reality, Viking helmets were much more practical, often made of leather or metal, designed for protection, not theatrical flair. And what about the Dark Ages? The very name conjures images of ignorance, disease, and societal collapse. But the truth is far more nuanced. While there were undoubtedly periods of hardship and upheaval, stay with us, this gets deeper. The so-called Dark Ages, more accurately termed the Early Middle Ages, also saw significant advancements in art, architecture, and learning, particularly within monasteries and religious institutions. It was a period of transition, not a complete cultural blackout. Moving on, let's debunk the myth that Marie Antoinette said, "Let them eat cake." There's absolutely no evidence that she ever uttered those words. The phrase first appeared in Jean-Jacques Rousseau's Confessions, written long before Marie Antoinette became queen. It was likely a piece of propaganda designed to paint the aristocracy as out of touch and uncaring. The phrase stuck, but it's almost certainly false. Finally, consider the idea that the Wild West was a constant gunfight-filled free-for-all. While gunfights certainly happened, they were far less common than Hollywood would have you believe. Most people in the Wild West were farmers, ranchers, and merchants, just trying to make a living. The image of the gunslinging cowboy is largely a romanticized invention of dime novels and early cinema. So, the next time you hear a historical story, take a moment to question it. Dig a little deeper. You might be surprised at what you discover. History is a complex and fascinating tapestry, and the more we learn, the more we realize how much we don't know. Subscribe to Punna Afrik for more African history and wealth wisdom. Follow for more untold African stories.